I'm gonna do a really quick men's grooming demo. Grooming to me needs to be about perfect skin, hydrated, really well rested. The less wrinkles, the better, especially if they're younger, and really rich but not oily looking hair follicles. So I'm gonna show some tricks with things that my clients really like. The first thing I'm gonna start with is an eye cream. It's Specialized. It's a serum that goes underneath the dermis and actually does some pretty magical things. It helps depuff and de-wrinkle and also hydrate. And the reason why I like to do this, if I'm with an artist consecutively, especially if they're musicians and they're rockers and they have had really long nights, they might still be awake from the night before when I get them, but if I've used this on them the day before, my job's easier. So I'm gonna take just a tiny little bit. You don't need much. Usually about a pea-size amount, I think, is great for both eyes because you don't need that much. The product is so pure. So I'm gonna actually use a wedge sponge, but you use your fingers. So just take the product and look up on the ceiling and just go from the inner corner outward, just tapping and tapping up. Really light. This also helps to brighten the eye, especially on the day of any event, red carpet or photo shoot or appearance that they might be doing. That way you don't have to use as much concealer. My goal with all my clients that are guys is to not have it look as though they're wearing makeup. Usually they don't need any if their skin is great. And with products like Votre Vu, the skin's always guaranteed to be great because it actually does the job it's supposed to. So I'm gonna move on now to just the most amazing moisturizer for guys, Habitude. It has an SPF, so you don't get any sun damage. There's a lot of slip to this product, and slip means that it goes over the skin really, really well, and it actually helps it go into the dermis. I'm gonna start right on the cheekbone, because that way all my guys get really dewy and flushed skin. And also, this is really where the sun's gonna hit you most, the cheeks, the tip of the nose, the chin, and the forehead. It really, even though it has that sunblock in it, hydrates the skin. It really helps it look incredibly dewy and fresh, but without looking greasy. And I'm just gonna lightly go over his stubble. I find that Habitude makes that gleam and glisten instead of look dry and coarse like facial hair tends to be. And then just right up under where the Specialized was. And then a trick that I have with all my guys, especially my tween sensations like the Jonas Boys, I take Duette, just a tiny little smidge of it, about a pea-size amount, rub it into my hands, and just go into the hair. It's like a really nice way to moisturize the hair follicle with it still being touchable, reduces frizz, it hydrates, and it keeps it in place, but you can still touch it.